recording.
I have this. Okay.
So,
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ute Pass podcast thing that we do. I'm Dylan.
I'm
I'm
Brian.
Jake, and
And
he took it
here we
over,
are.
which is good.
It's the
because
new
I'm
year.
dead.
It's the new year, new year, not cliche, not new me. We're all the same, nothing's changed.
Let's hit some hot points.
It's
Let's hit
literally
some hot
just a new
points.
year, and
So
Three-
we have
two-
two.
wait, two of the actually no. When was your birthday, Brian?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, we've had two birthdays: January 1st,
And January
January
11th.
11th.
Literally,
Yeah.
10
And
days older
Robert,
than
don't
me.
forget,
And-
don't forget your roommate.
Yeah, the guy behind us,
Robert.
January 15th. Like we're all 26. So literally nothing has changed except for the fact
Bachelor
Nothing.
30.
I found out
It's
I'm
scary.
way more how should I say this? I'm getting older. We went to Trampoline World for Robert's birthday. And
Oh,
the day
yeah.
after I felt like I got hit by a train.
Dude,
Holy
I was
crap.
so sore. My knees were on fire.
Everything. I got out of bed. I was like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
We're like, what are these muscles like right here?
Trap?
Yeah. Were those sore for you?
Oh, well, yeah, from throwing the ball, my shoulders, both my shoulders were sore. My back was sore. My knees hurt. My ankles were sore. My neck was sore because apparently I must have fallen a little weird and whiplash
You took some
myself.
good tumbles.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was the most active one there. At least I can say that, you know. I was bouncing over like a kid on steroids.
Brian, you said you've been working out a little bit more.
Yeah. It's been great. I almost throw up every day. It's just a blast. let
No,
me
that's
tell
a
you.
good way to do it.
I
If
agree.
you ain't close to puking, you ain't working.
Dude, every day. I think I've
Military
lost
in me
almost
there.
20 pounds. It's crazy.
That's impressive. I'm down 5. I thought I was
Damn.
doing good.
Well, I'm trying to like at least halfway decent. And right now, I'm about a quarter way decent. So there's still a lot of way to go.
Oh yeah, it's not easy for all of you people out there who don't
Dude,
know how to
and-
lose weight. It's hard.
And I used to make fun of people when they said, oh, once you turn 26, 27, it's so hard to lose, like, whatever, bro, I'm an athlete, whatever. No, it's hard, bro. Like, it's double the work to cut half the weight, honestly.
It really and truly is. And I'm sorry, guys, you just saw my mixer there. I was trying to turn me up because I can't really hear myself. But
Turn me up in my headphones.
yes,
DJ, turn it up.
I need more bass.
that's
in my
what
headphones.
that's every turn me up in my headphones. That's every guitarist's complaint on stage there ever is. Oh, there's
You mean
not
the
enough
monitor?
of me in my headphones or monitor. Same thing. That's the same thing, Dylan.
I know Jacob's dirty secret live is when we mix down, like we'll be completely done. And then when we finally finish, every time without hesitation, Jacob sneaks back to his amp, goes about a tenth of a turn up every single time.
I don't even need to sneak back to the amp. I just turn up the volume on my pedals a little bit because I have a booster pedal. So I'm just like, they're like, yeah, that sounds good. I'm like, no, it doesn't. I gotta be a little louder. We're a guitarist, you know. We have to make
Yeah.
ourselves seem like we have a big penis.
Whoa. I mean, we were just going to give it to you, but you can claim it too, you know?
You were gonna give me a big penis? Please don't.
No, like bros supporting bros. I wasn't going to say you had a
Yeah.
small penis. That's
No,
just
I
not
know.
cool, you
It
know?
was a joke. Come on. I mean, we
I'm
gotta
not gonna
poke
say-
some fun at each other here. I mean, I threw shade at you by accident last time, so.
Nah, that was Dylan. Dylan was the one making fun of me. It wasn't
So
you. Don't
sorry
worry
for
about
the
it.
last podcast. We all got a little upset. We've been moody lately, a little bit.
Well,
Not
no,
moody, but we were in a
We've
rut.
been working. Yeah,
We were in a little bit of
We've been working on ourselves.
So when we first met our recent producer, we were kind of already in a rut, in my opinion. And Wes has just put us through all these steps to where now I think we're finally coming out of the rut and we're finally communicating. And I don't know, it's been a long game, but I feel like we've definitely rounded some corners in the last couple of weeks. Honestly.
Yeah, we had some big talks because there was just some stuff that wasn't being said, and
Music is hard, you know?
especially with three. Well, all right, I don't want to throw shade. Sorry, Dylan. I wasn't supposed to be a dick, but I was like, 3 A-type personalities. We can clash heads a little bit.
Yeah,
What type?
definitely.
A-type. You've never heard of
Like
that? A-type
Which test
personality?
is that? Which one is that?
No, that's not
No.
a test. A-type
Yeah, 'cause you-
personalities. It's just
Well,
a
what's a
phrase
B-type
for
then?
a B-type more so alpha beta. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
you're talking
I'm not
about that.
calling you a beta by any means. What I'm saying though is
I
like
thought you
there's-
were talking about like
there's
one
like
of those
those,
like really
I'm a
popular.
man, A-type personalities, and then there's like, you know,
I thought you
Yeah,
were talking
whatever.
about one of those like really
A-types are
popular.
A-types are people who are
tests.
really hard to deal with because they're stuck in their ways, and B-types are more. Honestly, I think it's better to be a B-type than an A-type in most situations, because most times A-type personalities, like myself and Brian, we can get really fired up over stupid text messages.
Well, not just that, but A types are so. I think the reason we can be so in our ways is because we didn't we were born A types, but it's a self motivation thing almost. So then, if you don't feel like your I don't know, your energy is being respected, it just sucks. You know, you just go
What
you
was-
pissed immediately.
Yeah, what was that one you like had us all do it, Brian? It was like the that one like personality thing. It was like AJTF or like you are an IFTB or whatever it is.
It was
Every
the
college
the,
makes
the
you do that.
Briggs Henson test? No.
Yeah,
Myers Briggs.
Myers
Yeah,
Briggs
it's-
personality.
it's literally it finds out whether you're introverted, judgmental, feeling, and other crap like that. I don't remember what it was, but I get a different score every time. Every college makes you do it. If you guys haven't done it, do
Yeah.
it. It's pretty interesting.
It's pretty
Yeah.
interesting.
And be honest.
If you haven't gone to college, go to college because it's a good thing. Unless it's a trade.
Absolutely.
I don't think they push trades enough in this country anymore. I think
No,
trades are a
I
really
think
good thing.
too many
Anyway,
people go
we're
for
getting
4
we're
years.
getting we're going
Okay.
way off topic.
So
Well,
actually,
is on topic.
since today's a special day, I actually been thinking. Okay, so we'll start off with Dylan first. So Dylan, what does what does Martin Luther King Jr. Day mean to you?
Oh, okay. This is what we're talking about.
What?
Honestly, I totally forgot today was the holiday
Oh,
because usually kids get school today off. I didn't have work off, so like I totally didn't even realize what today was. It was just another day.
I don't get any holiday off. Keep going. Keep going. It's the truth though. Unless I take it off.
That's an interesting question, Brian. I gotta say, it's a
Yeah.
good question.
yeah.
When I think about the holiday, honestly, it makes me think about when I just think about Martin Luther King Jr., I guess.
Wow.
It makes me think about
What gave that away?
when I think about it makes me think about my great grandfather that I never knew.
Okay.
He was a black man, and he's basically the one who got my mom to come to America.
Nice.
Oh.
Like he married my great grandma, who like after World War II, he was a army combat medic.
Wow.
They met in France, something like that, and my great grandma took care of my mom, and so they immigrated to the U.S. with him once they were a couple, and yeah.
That's
So
dope.
there's a part of like the family that I wish I knew more about there, I guess you could say. 'Cause
Yeah.
from the stories I've been told of him, he was an amazing guy. He was like your like strong silent type. He's a big guy, but with a heart of gold. But also he took shit from no one. Cause combat medic.
The classic 40s man.
I guess so.
You can say
I don't
that.
know. He's always just been a really cool idea to me, I guess, because I never knew him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
It's your
have
turn,
I have
Jake.
some
Oh,
of
my-
his old. Sorry, I have
No,
some
no
of
doubt.
his like old like trinkets, like memorabilia. I have this cool like case thing that he had like a bunch of gear and equipment that he kept, and also an old radio microphone that he used. So
in a syringe that he stabbed a guy with. No, I'm playing. That would be that'd be not cool.
No, it would not be.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Jake?
Well, for me, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, he did an incredible amount of work for the black community, and like even today he's a symbol of, you know, what still needs to be done and what has been done. And I have massive respect for that man. Period.
Yeah.
If there's, he's like, you know, when like, have you ever thought about like, oh, what's like, what people would you ever want to meet in life, right? Like past, present, future, right? Who would you want to meet? He's definitely one of the top 5 people I want to meet in history, just in general. I definitely think he was an incredible person, and yeah, he's a big symbol for Black America, which is something that we needed, because I like his philosophy of peace and kill him with kindness. Even that wore on him, though. Like if you've read up on him, towards the end of his life, he was starting to get a little, I don't want to say disenfranchised, because he definitely he never wanted to give up on his cause, but even it was getting hard for him to remain peaceful, which I don't blame him, because they gave him a lot of crap. But through all the stuff that he had been through, he was incredible. So, and it's just crazy what this country has done to African Americans in general. Have you heard like the stories of him? Like he would walk into just walk into a place and people would like want him dead or arrested just for walking into it, because of how influential he was, which is crazy, because it's like you look at it a lot, especially back in that day, like there was a lot of white Christian people, and he was an incredibly Christian African American, and yet it's like they hated him. It's like, I thought Christianity didn't matter. Like in God's eyes, we're all the same, right? So yeah, it's a little interesting. But anyway, for all the African American viewers that we might have, or fans, we hope you guys are enjoying your Martin Luther King Day, and Merry Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Enjoy it.
It's just a nice remembrance. Yeah.
Yeah, and we acknowledge that there's still a lot of work to be done in this country. So
That's for sure.
will forever be on your side, and we hope, and we will try to do whatever we can to help keep that progressing.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry, I'm tired.
Said.
It's difficult.
Well said. Well said.
Which is amazing for how absolutely not here I am, because so I'm not going to get into what I do, but I've been working. They switched our schedule to 12-hour mids, and I have an hour and a half commute one way on top of that. So I have 30 minutes on each end to come home, do things, go to sleep, wake up. And most times I don't even get 8 hours of sleep. So I went into a coma when I got home today. Anyway, Brian, it is your turn, since you asked the question.
Yeah. Well, and obviously there's an obvious reason, because today is Martin Luther King Day. That's why I asked the question. But actually, I kind of got into this train of thought today because I was on ESPN, and I saw that Deion Sanders actually had the best recruiting class for a historically black college ever, and for football. And I was just thinking about this, and I was like, man, I just can't believe there was a time when a student like me wouldn't have gone to school with an African American student, because out here in Oklahoma, I have so many African American friends. And I think more than anything, it just made me realize, like, there was so much great change brought on in that time period. And it's all been for the better. And I'm glad to see it, really. That was really it, I just was like, wow, I don't know. I just was really glad to see that we're still progressing, and I hope we continue to progress. I think there are a lot of social, I think there are a lot of like social issues, especially that pertain specifically to the Black community, that still need a lot to work on, and it's just going to take time. But it's days like this where we sit back and reflect, and we think about how far we've come and how much further we need to go. So that's really just how I feel about it.
Yep. And it's incredibly important for everybody to have role models. That's why, so actually, gonna get on another little debate. Like I work with a lot of people who are like, oh, why is this person being portrayed by a woman? It's like, well, think about it. Like the best way it was put to me, because I had times where I got annoyed with it as well. But it was put to me, it's like, well, you had role models everywhere growing up, right? You had Captain America, Superman, Batman, all this stuff, right? What did they have growing up? Like, what superhero role model did they get?
Static Shock.
And so, like, all these, like, super fanboy, smelly armpit mother truckers sitting in their mom's basement. Oh my God, why is that portrayed by a woman or a black man? It's like, come on. You know?
I agree.
Like,
I agree.
what if they had women who were really overly sexualized and portrayed as fucking, you know, basically 2D characters who the only thing they're good for is, what are you doing? You're like, come on. It's 2021. Grow the hell up.
I honestly had the same realization when Black Panther came out, because like the black community was just so excited to have a hero, and it didn't even hit me till then. I was like, yeah, I can see why. That's the first major movie with like it's all about the black community, and I think I agree. I think that's super important for any minority, honestly.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about music. We've gone on enough rants and had fun. So part of the talk that we had was we've been dedicating a lot of time to social media, which is good, but also bad. We haven't been doing as much musically as we want to, geographically wise. There's a lot of different excuses, COVID, geographics, all that crap. But in reality, we do need to do more. Just all excuses aside. So we're actually planning time next week where we're going to try out our new excuse me, didn't mean to burp in the mic. We're trying out our new method for working with audio and video and all that crap. Well, music not being in the same area. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be just trying new ideas, trying crap out, and really just hitting the ground running and getting back into the music side of things. Because social's great and it's definitely needed, but we also do need content. So the other thing we were talking about, and this is something we're super excited, we are going to do, once we get a better repertoire, we want at least 30 minutes of material, which sounds terrible, like at least 30 minutes, like, but we're new.
We have high standards too.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a live rig here. Because of the music video, we now have the means to make it look pretty good, and we've always had the means for decent audio. So we're going to be doing an actual live shot, like live band event here. We don't have a definitive date just yet. We're working out that detail, but we're super excited to be doing that. And until then, we're just going to be writing, hitting the ground running. So
and we might invite some friends to join us too.
Yep.
So.
And not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but even before that, I mean, we should have some type of content released in the next month, whether it's a song or the music video. So be on the lookout for that too, because we're excited to show either.
Honestly, I would think, and we haven't talked about this, so that's why we're talking about it now. I think we're going to probably move forward with church first, just because the music video has been severely impacted by COVID. I mean, we lost almost a month and a half of shooting just because of COVID.
Yeah.
It's
from rotating quarantines
and people
broken
getting
sets
and all that crap. So we just lost time.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
We tried.
That's totally. I mean, it's gonna. We know how to do it, and the nice thing is from what we've done, the product is great. Like, especially for 3 guys doing it on their own, not having somebody else come in the inside. So we're really excited with it. Just from the test edits we've done, we're really, really looking good. But we know what we're gonna do, and so we will. I don't want to set a date yet, because I tried that last time and It failed. It was supposed to be out 3 days ago from the
Oh,
date that I
yeah.
tried to do.
That's
So
right.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pigeonhole myself like that again. But it will be out. But I think we're going to be releasing Church first. And
Which is going to
then
be amazing.
Fix music video, Church music video, and then our next song. Or at least that's what we're hoping for.
That's the plan. It's going
So-
to be awesome.
All right, guys. So since this is the new year, what did you guys do for your new year?
Sleep. I'm serious. I slept. There
No,
was
I
nothing to
mean-
do.
Yeah, it's a new year.
Did any of you like watch the Times Square thing?
No, I never watched that. I'm so done with
Oh,
that. I
I-
watched the Colorado Times Square thing, which is having 50 dudes hike up a mountain with fireworks on their back and set them off.
Right.
My stepdad picked those guys up last year, actually, from the top of the peak.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Small world.
Well, I tried to watch a little bit of the Times Square thing, and I tuned in right when Cyndi Lauper and someone else were singing, and like, I hate saying it wasn't good, or it was bad, or just like, oh my god, but like, oh my god.
I don't
It
even know
was-
who was.
Sounds like it
playing
was
or
bad.
anything.
It was not good. It wasn't. It was pretty cringy, like, and like coming from like a big name like Cyndi Lauper too. She was like, you could tell like she was there, she was trying to do her best, but like there was the crowd. You want to know what the crowd was?
Was it like a church crowd where there's like,
Well, I imagine there was no one there, right?
No, it's not that there was no one
oh
there.
yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
COVID, duh.
It's not that there were people there, but not that many. The people that were there were, I assume, either like selected lucky people or people who were like, friends or relatives of people that were working the event. Either way, the people that were the audience were all in like pens.
That's how
Like,
they
they
do
were-
it. Like even on like a normal.
But
New
they were like
Year's.
they were separated, like they were socially distanced pens.
Oh,
Of like
That's funny.
3 or 5
Oh,
people
no.
in each. Like those like concert barricades that are always like at the front row of a concert
yeah.
that keep the crowd
So
from,
it was like I'm just imagining like little horseshoe pen corrals, like
no, like
fence-
entire
fence.
closed off
Are you
entire
kidding
closed
me?
off little like circle square things of small little groups of people, like 3 or 5 people just like just phoning it in.
Yay!
just
Oh,
phoning it
Lord.
in, like and then to fill the
Look
rest
happy.
of the dead
Look happy.
exactly to fill the rest of the dead space. The event was clearly sponsored by Planet Fitness, so just lining the streets of Times Square were what I can only assume to count were hundreds of wacky, wavy, inflatable arm-filling tube men that all had Planet Fitness colors.
That's
Nice.
so cheesy. That's the cheesiest thing I've ever heard.
I'm
It
so
was
glad.
pretty.
I
It was
literally
pretty cringe.
we were standing in the kitchen. We popped the champagne, well, prosecco, and opened the blinds and just watched the fireworks from Pikes Peak. And I was like, "That's cool." Also, I found out that 2 bottles of prosecco in an hour is a surefire way to get a very terrible hangover the next day.
2 bottles.
Well,
That's funny.
between Ashley and I,
Oh,
which is
okay.
that's still a lot. There's a bottle each,
Yeah.
and I probably
Okay.
had more of the bottles. So yeah, that was.
Doesn't sound like a horrible New Year's.
Nah.
It wasn't terrible, but it definitely didn't lend itself to being a good day the next day.
Most
I
New
woke
Year's
up-
are like that.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
January
you,
1st is never a good day for anyone.
I woke up.
Nah.
My head it felt like I got hit by a baseball bat. Which I might have, because I might have said something stupid and Ashley just woke up and went, "Pong." So, but yeah, so we're having fun in these COVID times. How's school out there in Omaha? Omaha.
He's in
Omaha.
Oklahoma, not
Oklahoma.
Nebraska.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry.
Other direction.
Yeah, more
It's,
southernly.
yeah. Well, it's funny. It's actually like you go 5 hours and it's like a southern climate out here. We have frogs, we have all kinds of. I mean, we have frogs up there, but like legit southern toads.
That's
and
what
stuff.
makes a southern climate frog.
I swear to you, it's there. We have like cicadas. We have like different types of elm-
Cicadas?
cicadas. I don't know.
Cicadas. It's cicada.
Cicadas.
Wow.
Cicada.
I'm sorry.
You sound like a Colorado boy. All right, they got the like. I live in a southern area. I got cicadas and
Cicada.
It gets really
frogs.
hot. It's like
you
100
sound like
degrees
somebody who wants to
sometimes.
be southern who's never actually been in the South. It's like yeah, they got the
actually
cicadas and them frogs. They
I
got-
actually lived in the South for a while, so. But no,
Where did
it's
you?
not- Louisiana. But I was young.
Oof.
I was like,
Oof.
it was like 3 to 4, 3 to 5.
Sorry,
We lived in
anybody
New
Too
Orleans.
humid.
Sorry,
Nah,
any
dude,
fans
the
who
food
live
down-
in Louisiana, but I don't ever
I
want to
mean,
live
yeah,
there.
the food, but too humid.
They have
Yeah.
good culture down there and good music and good food.
I
Of
definitely
course,
will
of
agree with
course.
that, but
Oh yeah.
we're Colorado
humid.
boys. We're not used to the humidity.
Yeah, we get up on top of mountains and
Screws
go
with
down on
my
a piece
hair.
of wood.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's been more like cold these last couple weeks, and just been going to class. Like I'm really getting into my programming class right now, so that's tough because I'm learning to write code. And then, like I was telling you guys earlier, I'm getting more into theory, so that's really fun. And like I'm actually starting to get to the point where we have to write with like minor and major keys, sort of. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next few weeks. Like I'm sure by May, I think my mind's just going to be like big brain time. So we'll see what happens.
Nice. Well,
yeah.
I think that's a good spot to leave it on because we're getting close to our time, our
Yeah.
time our
Allotment.
deadline. Good Lord, holy
Yeah.
cow! Sorry guys, I'm barely functioning as a human right now. So, but we love you
How to be a
guys.
human being.
Follow us on everything at UPass Band, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I'll be posting in there. I'm saying this so I will have something to hold myself accountable to because I need to record a video of me playing Fix. I haven't actually done that. Yeah, we love you guys. We'll see you guys next time on the UPass podcast.
Let's promise.
Blah, 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 blah.
I
Like
just realized that kind of rhymes.
You
it does. That's why
really?
I
You
wanted to
just
use it from
realized
the
that?
beginning.
Like as soon as I said it, I was like, like the first time I thought of like the podcast, I'm like, yeah, UPass podcast. Wow,
and
that
Dylan was
rolls
fighting
off the
that
tongue.
Dylan was fighting that so hard at first. Like he was like, "Oh, I don't. Let's think of something better."
Anyways, we love you guys. Have a good night. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody say bye, because
Bye.
Bye.
good Lord.